Are you a competitive person? Do you ever feel like you're in competition even when no one else is aware that there's even a competition happening? Or maybe it's more so the comparison game that's going on for you. In today's world, the everlasting social media highlight reel can create some competition with their best of moments versus your real life. It's time to even out the playing field because there is no competition when you are in your lane focused on you. Let's explore the idea you set the standards. So the only competition between you is the you yesterday versus you today. It's not so much about the comparison or competition as it is about being inspired by the things you admire to create those connections and experiences in your own life. Use these insights to help you set your standards. The only measurements that matter is you yesterday versus you today. Ready for me to be your personal mindset coach? Work with me one-on-one. Let's let go of what's holding you back and get the mindset you need so you can chase your dreams while doing all the things. You don't have to just dream about the life you love. You can actually live the life of your dreams. With my simple strategies, you can go from imagining to manifesting, from just trying to thriving. Let's rewrite your story now. Tap the link in the show notes and apply now. Your next level you is awaiting. Let's go on this journey together. In the midst of doing all the things, you can do all things and chase your dreams. Stay encouraged as we go on this journey called life, tackling everything that comes our way while we shine our light despite any circumstances we face. No more downplaying or dimming your light, because through the good, the bad, and everything in between, together we can encourage over everything. Encourager! I hope this message finds you well, thriving, and in good spirits. I was scrolling social media and realized how inspired I feel looking at some experiences that others are having. I remember a time when it wasn't always that way. When my granny and my mom passed away, it was hard for me on Mother's Day and seeing people post pictures with their mom or grandmother with the pain of the loss so fresh. All I was focused on was the loss of what I no longer had. It's easy to get caught up focused on the things we lack, but the shift came as I realized I didn't like feeling like that. There was no comparison between what others were experiencing in comparison to my own current experience. The truth was, I am incredibly blessed to have a collection of lifetimes worth, moments and memories sewn into my heart with the two most important women in my life. I now have the opportunity to honor their memory by continuing to create new collections of moments and memories that I still feel their presence in. There is no competition. There will be no tally of days to compare to see who had the most, just as there are no rewards given to those who are fortunate enough to still have those who mean the most in their lives. There is no competition, as standards are not based on this notion at all. I've healed enough to where it no longer hurts to see others sharing about their loved ones. When I found myself comparing my life to someone else's highlight reel, I realized there was no competition because I set the standards for my life. The comparison was simply a signal directing me back to what was important to me. My number one love language is quality time, honey. Give me that quality time. Although two of my greatest loves, who are now my guardian angels, there are still plenty of people in my life who I can create beautiful bonds and build memories with. In fact, I hope you make the most of the time you have with your loved ones. I hope you embrace every moment and rack up so many collections to keep your heart warm when transitions occur. That has provided me the most peace along my grief journey. You are worthy of self-care every day, not just on a Sunday. As you do all the things and chase your dreams, self-care has to be a major part of your day-to-day life. Giving yourself what you need is the key to being able to give everybody else what they need. If you're having a hard time making sure your self-care is on your list, get all the deets in the Encourager's Insider Guide to Self-Care. These free, easy DIY tips for simple ways to make self-care a part of your daily routine, plus some bonus goodies. Get your free Encourager's Guide to Self-Care because you deserve to be a priority on your list. Grab it right on the blog or theshow.encourageovereverything.com/self-care freebie. No more being last on your list. Grab it today and give yourself the gift of self-care. Don't be in competition. Be cheered on to go and create that or something better in your own life. It's not to compare, but it's calling for you to raise the level of connection in your life. There's a saying, to compare is to despair. When you find yourself in competition and no one is really competing with you, or you are feeling despair for what you feel is missing in your life, don't misinterpret this point of view. It's truly a calling for you to repair, not despair. This is a calling for your awareness to what needs attention. Allow it to inspire more connections in your life. So if there's relationships you admire, create those connections in your life. If there's travels that inspire you, plan your next trip. If their wellness inspires you, invest in your own. If it's the things they've acquired that you admire, make a plan to acquire things that will bring joy into your life. It's not so much about the comparison or even the competition as it is about being inspired by the things you admire to create those connections and experiences in your own life. Use these insights to help you set your standards. The only measurements that matter is you yesterday versus you today. Your standard of you are what matter most. Did you grow? Truly love your loved ones with your whole heart? Did you give your best in service to your family, friends, and community? The standards of what's important to you, did you live into them fully and authentically? Yes, it's wonderful for people to be proud of you, but you being proud of you is the highest honor. Be 1% better today than you were yesterday. And over time, that 1% compounds. 1 year from now, you will be 365% better. The beauty of life is you are the author of your story, the co-creator of your world. Assume your rightful position as the leader of your life and make your masterpiece magnificent. Encourage over your standards because together we can encourage over everything. Encourager, thank you so much for tuning in. You are literally inside my dream come true. If you enjoyed this episode, here's some ways you can say thank you. Share it with a few friends. You are a true encourager, and spreading encouraging messages to lift each other up, that's what we do. Leave a review, light me up with some stars, and share your feedback because this is how we get more encouragement out there. To keep the conversation going or to connect with other fellow encouragers, head on over to the EOE After Party. Hey! It's a free space where we can connect and support one another as we chase our dreams while doing all the things. Check out today's show notes for today's sponsors or how to become an elite encourager, along with all the ways to stay connected. Or meet me on Instagram at Encourage Over Everything. Your support is such a gift. From my heart to yours, thank you, my friend. Until next time, I'm sending you love, light, and loads of positivity because together we can encourage over everything.